Hey, goddesses. I'm so happy y'all are here. That's what happens when I let y'all know well in advance. How y'all doing? I'm trying to go live on Instagram. Okay, I think I'm going live on Instagram. Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Hey. Woo, okay, Mystic. Safe travel. Let's dance. How y'all doing out there? Yeah, we're in a fun mood today, apparently. Who's dancing with me out there? How's it going, lady? Welcome to your week. Welcome to the Goddess Morning Circle. All righty, I'm gonna take it down. I hope y'all can hear the music. I think you can. I hope it's Tirra. I hope y'all could hear the music and I don't look like a crazy lady. But y'all might be a little bit behind me. Let's see here. Anybody? Okay. Hey, Regina, over on Instagram. I have 2 tabs because Instagram tries to be difficult. Okay. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Let me get resituated. How's everybody doing? I am Tirra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister friend. And you know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. So happy that you all are here with me this morning in the Inspired Goddess Morning Circle. Yes. Okay, I did not take the music all the way down. And there we go. Oh my gosh. It shows when you do what you're supposed to do the night before and let people know you're going to be here. Folks are here. If you're on Instagram and you can't see everybody, it's okay. We're over here on YouTube. Tirra Omilade on YouTube. If you want to see all the action over here on YouTube. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Regina. She says she loves the music. I can't highlight comments on Instagram, unfortunately. But I can over here on YouTube. We have Azizi. How are you, goddess? Okay, good. Y'all can hear the music. Let me get back to the top. Okay, there we go. Hello, Azizi and Veronica, Felicia. Veronica is working and having her cup of coffee. It's a beautiful rainy day. What are you drinking? I am drinking water. Dream big, work hard, make it happen. Y'all, we're in a time where people will tell you you're crazy for dreaming. The world is crazy right now. Things are just so horrible. Dream big anyway. Dream big anyway. Let that dream guide you. Let it be your guiding light during these crazy times. If we don't dream, guess what? We're just going to fall away. We're just going to waste away, you know? So dream big. And as Ifa is showing me, and the Stoics, work hard. Make it happen. And that is with co-creating with the universe. So what are you drinking? Felicia is sipping tea. Oh, hey, Tirra. Tyra's here. Let's see here. Kita May, Wealth Rising. How are you? Mystic Storm, about to go see family. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You be safe and have an awesome time. We have Unapologetically Blessed, a.k.a. Bliss. How are you? Awesome. Working and listening today. Love that, Bliss. Love that. Hi, Latanya, Vivi Embroidery Queen. Vivi Embroidery Queen on Etsy. Hi, Still Learning. TJ in the house. How are you, Queen? Yes, everyone wishing Mystic safe travels. Let's see, did anyone else? Oh, thank you. Yes, I love when y'all notice what I wear. It makes me more conscious because I need to be more conscious of what I wear. Um, I'm just not fashionable like that. Uh, and today I was just like, I don't know why I'm feeling red today. So thank you for noticing. Clear. Oh no, already had my coffee, but need a cup of tea, water. Oh, High Priestess Shannon is back. How are you, Queen? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Awesome, awesome. So, yes, y'all, let's do what we do here on Wednesdays. I have decided I'm not giving up this early time. I'm just used to it. I'm just used to it. I'm an early bird. And this is the first thing that I do on Wednesdays, and it makes me fresh, you know? So I'm going to keep this time, and I'm committed to going live one other day out of the week in the evening, though. So let me just go on ahead and share a reminder that the Free Your Menopause Summit global event and summit is still going on. And Lisa, my friend, has, I think, 5 days worth of videos coming out this week. We're going to take a break over the weekend. That way you can take time to look at the videos. And then they're going to be 5 videos on next week. She was like, why are we rushing this? Why are we rushing it? We're menopausal women are going in that direction. We need to be able to savor things. But look whose episode got released today. Huh? Who? What? Who is this right here? Your girl. Look, TJ, I even have on my red on there. You know, I was telling the ladies in the a.k.a. Circle that I um it's like the songs that I'm singing have memorized. I haven't memorized that for Shango because I want people to understand in this tradition, when you get a father and a mother, that doesn't mean that, excuse me, a father and a mother Orisha. That doesn't mean that you just work with those, two Orisha and, or whatever. You don't exactly, you'll have to kind of figure out why are these Orisha assigned to you. The first two that what I was told were my father and mother. They carried me until I got to being a priestess, which, by the way, I am celebrating. Let's see here, 2014, 11 years. 11 years ago today, I was at the initiation to be a priestess of Yemoja. So it's my priestess birthday. It's my Orisha birthday, I guess you could say. But anywho, I notice more and more of the things that I do that are aligned with Shango. The drumming piece, I love drumming. I love drumming. It's a part of the work I do as a dance instructor. I've learned how to play the drums a little bit, love to shake a ray. And I wear red quite a bit. Me and Shango got it going on. But anywho, I'm talking about the Free Your Menopause Summit. Y'all, please join the summit. Watch it's like episodes. It's not the typical summit where it's just these two talking heads and they're interviewing. And she even breaks it out where if you want to just watch that person's part of the episode, you can. Okay. So yeah, join that. And we're going to go on ahead and get started looking at the astrology. Let me just see what else do I have here. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So yeah, she decided that this weekend She was like, "We're rushing this thing. We'll take our time." So you have time to watch whatever you want to watch. So, and the part where we're all talking is just really it's rich. It's really rich. So, okay, everybody, we're going to talk about the astrology. Then I will do an oracle reading, and oh, we have tomorrow, Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth to everyone. And then the day after that, we got a little bit of a hodgepodge. We have summer solstice. We have uh entering to Cancer season. So happy birthday, happy new year, happy happy new beginnings to everyone, but especially the Cancer sun, moons, and risings. It is your time. It is your season. I'm gonna need to hear from the Cancerians this morning. So we have Cancer season starting. So it's a whole new 90-day period, y'all. We need to really be looking at what do I want to achieve over this next 90 days. That's what a new season means to me. And I want to encourage you to look at it the same way. And then Litha. We have Litha. We have Litha coming. Okay. So let's see here. Let us get started. Yes, happy Juneteenth. Okay, so I am sharing the screen, and today is the 18th. Okay, so we got a lot going on because, first of all, Mars yesterday moved into Virgo. So I'm happy about that, to be honest with you. I just started getting tired of Mars being in Leo. I'm like, you know what, Mars, it's time for us to end this. Let's just keep it moving, Mars. Let's keep it moving. I love fire energy. When we don't have a lot of fire energy, to me, life just feels blah. But I'm like, enough. We got enough going on in Aries. So keep it moving, Mars. So Mars is in Virgo, which will help to bring some grounding, and it helps to bring this energy of, to a certain degree, like focus on getting things done. We can get things organized and tidied up and purged and all that kind of good stuff. We can become more efficient and be focusing on our health and that kind of thing. It just brings this kind of grounding. And I promise y'all, I think yesterday I was like, seriously, this is the first time I felt grounded the whole year, like truly grounded yesterday. And I wasn't even really looking at the astrology yesterday. Oh, so for me right now, what is to me the outer planets they just be doing the most some days. They just be doing the most. Um, so what is really giving us a run for the money? First of all, I think it's interesting that Mars, uh, these things are so annoying. Mars was in the last degrees of, what is that called? Leo. When that war started, Israel did what it did over in Iran, and Mars on the 29th degree of any sign or getting in those last degrees is just not fun. We got Uranus on the 29th degree of Taurus. It's just a lot going on. But the things that are just really getting me, we got this Uranus on the 29th degree. The 29th degree is karmic. And it can create a lot of havoc. And that is because Mars, even though I think every planet has its strong suit, Mars at the end of the day is a malefic planet. It can create some heat, it can cut you, it can really make things difficult and, very challenging. And so, something like a Mercury or the Sun or Venus, maybe not too much is going to be happening unless another planet is there on the 29th degree with them. Mars, you're going to see some stuff going on back. It could be Jupiter, it could be Saturn, certainly Uranus, along with Neptune and Pluto. Those planets on the 29th degree. So I want y'all to buckle up. I need y'all to buckle up because it can feel like a roller coaster ride. It could be very unpredictable things around money. We already know that they're talking about, we already see what we have. Saturn and Neptune right here. Um, on that first degree, or right in the first, or the early degrees of Aries. Aries is a sign that has to do with war and fighting. That also has to do with new beginnings, and it could be innovative and creative, lots of energy, but it's all in what's there and how long are they there for. And we've just had so much happening in these early degrees of Aries that it is just, it's a lot. That's how we're going to say it. It's a lot. And the slower the planets move, then it's like it just slows everything down, and it's just doing its work. It's like meticulous, very meticulous, and it's doing a deep dive. So we have Uranus on the 29th degree of Taurus doing its karmic meticulous work. It won't even, oh my gosh, y'all, it won't even leave that degree until the 7th of July. So we just, where's your seatbelt? Okay. Where's your seatbelt? Uranus, right here on the 7th, on the 29th degree until the 7th. So, these are the planets that have more to do with society. So I just want y'all to be doing your spiritual practices. So Virgo, let's talk about Virgo. Mars is in Virgo at just the right moment. Oh my goddess, because Virgo is all about have a plan that, with all these little to-do lists that you can do. It's about don't panic. We can figure it out. Virgo is a very it's not an air sign in the sense, so it's not thinking, but it is ruled by Mercury. So it is a very it thinks a lot, and it problem solves. So I want you to know that whatever we see going on in the world, I want you, because Virgo is like focus in. I'm gonna need you to lock it in. I need you to focus. And so I want you to stay focused, do your spiritual practice, because this is about your lifestyle and being disciplined, because there's no way to get to the other side of what we're experiencing except to go through it. And so doing your spiritual practices, your self-care, getting done the work that you need to get done from day to day, all of that is so important. I have definitely watched less news here lately. It's hard for me just to tune it out completely, but I'm learning how to filter. I'm learning how to filter. But we definitely need to make sure that we don't get swayed. I mean, it's like we're on a ship, honestly. But it's like, how do you find equilibrium while the ship is going to and fro? And that's what I love about Virgo. And that's what I love about being, it's like having routines. What are your routines? You need to stick to your routines that are going to help you feel grounded. The routines that are making sure that you're staying healthy. The routines that help you to tap into wisdom that keeps you anchored and grounded and not thrown from side to side. Okay. That's part of what we are here to do right now. And then you're going to figure out what is your mission. I was talking to one of my coachees the other day, and I was like, "Hey, you're Queen Esther. You were born for such a time as this." We, as powerful women that we are, I don't see, this is me, but I'm just going to say what I think. I don't see how we stay so detached that we don't have a care of anything that's going on in the world. That makes no sense to me. But if you're like, I ain't gonna be thinking about what's going on with the US government, I'm too busy over here feeding these kids. Or maybe you're teaching people how to, raise food, or have their own gardens. Now that is an investment, but we all need to be making some sort I'm going to say it this way. Number one, you need to be making sure you're investing in yourself. You need to be making sure that you are taking care of you, whatever that looks like. And if that means tuning everything out to keep yourself mentally well, then I say do that. So, number one, take care of you. Number two, what is your contribution in the world right now? This is a time where we are truly, like, we have Jupiter and Neptune meeting. So we are truly at a time where we're looking at purpose. We're looking at what is my divine assignment. That's what those two planets are about, okay? Or they're meeting right now, actually. And Jupiter's also meeting with Saturn. So we got all these big planets, these slow planets, they're meeting. But those are the things that I want y'all to do because it's very tumultuous right now. It's just one of those times where it's kind of rough. And we got to make sure that we're paying attention and we understand what it is that we need to do. But just like when we go through times of bad weather, I remember one time, I think we got rain here, and other people can relate to this. Either you went a long time without rain, or you got so much rain, you were just, I remember us being like, how many days straight have we gotten rain? So many days. And then just one day, it just stops, right? So we're going to get to the other side of this. Certainly. So yeah, these slow planets, they're shifting everything. But let's talk about, to a certain degree, how are they shifting you? There's definitely this understanding with this Aries. There's some shift that's happening within each human, with each individual. And so it's almost like there's the dream, and then there's the part of yourself where you're like, okay, let me get real and really assess what's going on. Like, will I ever really get to my true purpose in this current state that I'm in, doing the current things that I'm doing? Am I actually going to get there? Or maybe there's something karmic up for you right now. And you know, sometimes the karmic things that we're feeling, you can tell that it's like otherworldly. And if that's going on for you right now, that's just how it is, okay? And it's going to be like this for a minute because both Saturn and Neptune being together in Aries is creating it, and then when they go back into Pisces, it creates it. So there's like this inner work we've been doing, and now maybe there's something we should be manifesting on the outside. It's something that we need to be doing because Aries is doing, okay? But it's being guided by, maybe you're fixing the past. There's something that happened in the past, and it's like you gotta fix it and settle it up, I think is what I'm trying to say. Okay. And they're interacting with Jupiter down here in Cancer. And of course, Jupiter has to do with the vision and purpose and all of that. So all of this is beginning to shift. A lot of it, though, we're seeing in the collective. And just pay attention. I listened to a woman today talk about conversations that are happening between, and I'm not a part of these. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Twitter. I don't participate in this, but I found it to be interesting because I didn't know this was happening. But there's a lot of talk between Black Americans and immigrants, and why Black Americans are doing what they're doing right now, not helping the immigrants, or Black Americans feeling sold out by some of the immigrants. These are the kinds of things that I just think that we're going to be seeing. And that's because, Cancer is like home country, and it's about culture and ancestors and a collective. And to be honest with you all, this is happening on the world level. Don't get me wrong. I know United States the best. This is a country of people who came from other places, however we got here, and we're all in this big pot together called the United States. And the United States is being remade. And so I guess that's part of what's happening. Like, who are we going to be? And it's all these conversations. Thankfully, I heard one astrologer, he sounds so optimistic. I'm like, okay, typically astrologers don't sound optimistic, but I was like, I need your optimism right now. Like, we'll get to the other side and be better as a result, but it's just a messy middle, I guess you could call this time. Let's see here. So yeah, Jupiter square Neptune. I don't know how much rain you've been seeing, but the rain where I live is, I'm just like, wow, this is a lot of rain. Because we have Jupiter in Cancer, which expands everything, meeting Neptune, which is the ocean, expanding everything. And it's springtime. So, sometimes there's a lot of rain at spring. So I don't know if you have seen that. But yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. And I think things will calm down a tainch, just a tainch, once Uranus goes into um once Uranus goes into Gemini. But I'm not looking forward to that. I love Geminis. I have a son who's a Gemini, but this energy of Gemini has been on my last nerve ever since Jupiter was there. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I'm gonna need Uranus to make Gemini give. Okay. Anywho, so just buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. So we have the sun coming into Cancer. I'm gonna do a reading for us. Like, what's the energy governing the solstice? What's the wisdom coming through at the solstice? In the goddess tradition or indigenous traditions, living according to the seasons is so important. And so I think it's just really important for us to make sure that we open ourselves up to the wisdom of this time. Okay? Open ourselves up to the wisdom of this time. I'm going to pause because I want to see. I should have paused a moment ago. I want to see what is everyone saying. Let me change my little thingy here so I'm bigger. Okay. I live in Juneteenth capital, Galveston. That's right. Nothing going here though. Got to go to Houston to celebrate. Okay. Yes. Greetings, greetings. Thank y'all for just um, greeting everybody. Developed an appreciation for Virgo throughout the years. Yeah, Virgo goes well with your Capricorn. Virgos and Capricorns, I think, could be possibly best friends because Capricorn and Virgo is about the business, baby. Yeah, Virgo actually is, to me, one of the most compassionate signs. Where they make people upset is they care almost too much. They want things for us that maybe we don't want for ourselves, and then we end up getting mad. Divine assignment. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Definitely, we'll look that up. I've been asking for help identifying and actualizing my purpose. Thank you for the confirmation. You're welcome, Queen. You're welcome. Okay, so rain in Virginia, dry area. The rain is insane. I'm telling y'all that Jupiter meeting or squaring Neptune, I I'm like, what is going on? Hi, Debbie. We have a Virgo. I see you're laughing. Oh. Yes, rain is coming through. Yes, Azizi is also a Virgo girl. Oh. Oh, yeah, Shannon's out in California. Yeah, the one thing I will say that gives me hope is Neptune is there. Saturn is trying to bring the strength. Saturn is like, I love Saturn so much. You cannot be successful without Saturn. I guess I'm saying these things because it's like, let me make sure Saturn knows I got mad respect for you, Saturn. But Saturn can be so oppressive. Um but it's with Neptune, and it's like I'm it's this illusion, this Aries illusion. It will make Aries be very illusionary in so many ways. I have a video I need to release. I think it's a video or podcast that I need to release where I'm saying to you all, you're gonna have to make sure you do your due diligence and make sure you don't fall for the okey doke. Okay. Don't fall for the okey doke. Let me see if anybody's on Instagram. Hi, Instagram. Hi, Kai. How are y'all? Um, I'm gonna leave it here on Instagram for a minute. But anywho, we cannot fall for the okey doke because there's a lot of scamming and people are going to be posing. And so a lot of what we're seeing with the US government is this energy of, you know, appearing to be, well, I mean, some of it is the F word, FAS, fascism. I'm just going to say it. It is that. But some of it is the illusion, like you said, trying to put fear in us. Um, so it's a lot of that that's going to be going on with this at this time. And I want y'all to check, triple check. And the other thing I can tell y'all, because I can be one of the most scary people on the face of the planet. And let me see, when I leave, I wonder if that makes me leave here. Because I just came back over. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to break this one out. And that way I could see both. Okay. Um, Yeah, when I go to Instagram. Okay. Yeah, for some reason, I need Instagram to get together. They make it just way too difficult to go live if you're not on the actual platform. But anywho, um, I think the one of the main things that we have to do right now. Oh, here's a good one. Face your fears. Face your fears. Because part of the reason we're having problems actualizing what we have come here to do is feeling the fear, and it makes us freeze up. And so right now it's more of like, I might be fearful. I'm not even saying you got to go, you got to be fearless to do things. I'm just saying it's time to do it even in the face of fear. All right. It's time to do that. And maybe some of what people are dealing with is something a little karmic that is preventing you from doing that. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's just my internet is kind of tripping. Let me know if I'm going in and out. Good morning. How are you, Debbie, Texas? Let's see here. It's a form of terrorizing communities to cause a fight within our communities. Yeah, I don't see how people aren't coming together because I said the conversations that I'm hearing about, I just don't. Maybe it's because I'm not engaging them, but I'm not having them. I'm just finding myself in places where we're connected. So, all righty. Thank you for sharing all of your signs, Debbie. It's good that you know all of that. So let's see here. Let me go back to sharing my screen. All right. So, Sun is going to be in Cancer. I'll do a reading to help us to understand what's the wisdom of the solstice. Um, yeah, we'll do a reading over that. And then we have Mars sextile Jupiter. That is nice. It's very supportive. Now that one will give us some good energy. I think it can help us to feel grounded and focused and just overall, um, yeah, just overall, I don't know, kind of like normal. That's the only word that I have. We'll get to actually feel a little bit normal. That'll be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. The sun will square Saturn, the sun will square Neptune. So it's all like right there together. And that will create some energy also. Now, the sun brings brilliance. It could be that this will be a time where people will be, let me see here. Well, people will be getting some great ideas around the action that you need to take. Maybe it'll be like some divine downloads that come to you. All right. So, but I will say this is the energy of frustration and irritation. So that could be mixed in there with that Mars sextile Jupiter. Essentially, I see these days as days of energy, days of taking action, even if you kind of feel like you got pushed to take the action. Days of you're getting some downloads. So, as Zizi mentioned, wanting to be more aligned with her purpose and know what she's supposed to do. I do believe these are days that could be that. I also think that it could be days that are a little emotional because the sun then conjuncts Jupiter on the 24th in Cancer, the sign of emotions. So it could be a time of great nostalgia and thinking about the past. Cancer, full stop, is definitely an ancestral time. So I want y'all to be open to receiving the wisdom of the ancestors. And some of it is just go back and look at the pictures and remember the stories or read the stories if they're written down. I was telling the ladies in the a.k.a. circle last night, it's important for us to be writing things down. We modern people are part of the keepers of the ancestral knowledge, keepers of the ancestral memory. And it's incumbent upon us. I think this is good work. If you want something to do right now, you're kind of like, I don't really know what to do. This is something I want to suggest that you do that I think will send out great energy. Because you have to remember, everything that we do sends out energy into the quantum field. And I believe that we need to be calling in our ancestors. I call in the ancestors every day. Ancestors, I'm asking y'all to come up in this piece. Now, I know we got to live this out. Y'all did y'all's part. We're going to have to do our part. But ancestors, asking you to come in, help us, show us what it is that we need to be doing. But I think that one of the best things you could be doing right now, which would help conjure the ancestral memory, is to write down your family um, history and put it somewhere online. Something that I'm going to do is I have this big box of pictures. I'm going to start finding little, the picture books and start putting those in there. And I'm gonna do my best to figure out a way to, easily get them online because I need a way to scan them, baby. It's a lot of pictures. Taking them one by one, wowzers. But I'm willing, ancestors. I'm willing. The other thing I want to tell y'all to do that I think would be a good practice at this time would be studying history. Cancer is the sign of history. So I want y'all to study history. So in the Ifa tradition, we have the Odu. And the ancient Odu have stories of, say, for instance, the Orisha, which are the deities of this tradition. Even of the Odu, some of the Odu are actually in the Odu, or they're in the Pataki. And so those are the ancient stories, but we need modern stories. We continue to add to the Odu, right? And so it's very important for everybody to understand that when we study history, when we study ancestors, of time memorial up to recently, in a way that begins to shift our own memory as well as the collective memory. And then that memory also then begins to channel down through epigenetics into the next generation. Whatever you are focusing on you and in your life, is going to be going out into the ancestral realm, out into the quantum field. Okay. So, and I think it's helpful for me. One of the best things that I've been doing is like, let me go look at something about history. And it helps me to see, oh, as it says in the Bible, maybe some other place, there's nothing new under the sun. It's not. And it keeps me from panicking, right? So the sun conjuncting Jupiter is easy, and those out there who are like, I'm looking for more clarity around purpose. around the 24th, 25th, 26th, I want to just let you know that that could be a time where you get more clarity of your purpose. We're going to have that new moon next Wednesday on June 25th. And essentially, that moon, it has to be right there with Jupiter because where's the moon? Because the sun just conjuncts Jupiter the day before. Okay, so it's going to be at 4 degrees of Cancer. So it's like a lot of newness in there. Um, yeah, it's a lot of newness in there. And so I think that it could give us all an understanding. And I think the context is going to be something ancestral. Maybe the backdrop of what you're doing is something that the ancestors started, and maybe you're going to pick up on it, or something about working with the ancestors, remembering them, healing the ancestral lineage even is going to support us moving forward. That's going to be a dynamic moon. Wowzers. So we'll be here next week, God is willing, and we can talk about the new moon in Cancer. I am going to create the new moon in Cancer videos and put them inside of the Soul Alchemy membership. And also I'm putting in something special for Litha in there. Um, and yeah, I know that y'all can look anywhere on the internet and get updates and stuff, but y'all know I always include a little bit of African in it, and a little bit of goddess. And I'm gonna do a Litha reading, actually, a special one. There's a journal that I've created, and it's a special reading that I'm gonna do. So you can get that new moon package inside of the Soul Alchemy membership. It's only $9.99 a month, and the link is in the description box. Let me see, is there anything else I want to say before I move on? Uh-oh, I took myself out. I hit the wrong one. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, let's see here. Yes, Virgo. You do have a lot of Virgo. Wow. Grand Rising, Jaimin, how are you? I'm going to wear white tomorrow, going to a celebration, watch a friends group play right on the lake, on Lake Erie. Oh, I know that's going to be nice, Azizi. Oh, hi, lovely. How are you, lovely styles? Good morning. Okay, Virginia, a lot of rain on and off. Yes, even being Puerto Rican, we are being detained. That makes no sense to me. It just, mm. And yeah, definitely. I am of the mind, I don't want this happening. You know, people deserve due process, and yeah, yeah. Just praying for everybody. Woo. Good. That's right. Yep, everybody's gonna be doing it in their own way, but we all need to be. I'm not saying but to you, Bliss. I'm just saying my position also is, because I know the power of women, we need to be doing something. Maybe you're a prayer warrior and you're getting up praying every day, you know? Okay. So what I want to do now is I'm going to ask about the let's look at the solstice. I want to know the wisdom of the solstice. You know, the solstice is the most energetic day, it's the longest day. It kicks off a whole new season. And you know, we talk about spring being the beginning, but this is definitely a powerful new beginning. Even though in a way it's like in the middle, it's kind of like the full moon of the seasons when we get to this point, because y'all remember at winter we had the shortest day, and then at spring it was even, you know, the same amount of day and the same amount of night. And then we get to the solstice and it's the longest day. So it's sort of like a full moon now that I think about it. It's got a lot of energy, a lot of power. It can reveal a lot to us. And I always kind of see the full moon as a time where it's like highlighting something so that once I go into that waning moon, it's kind of like, am I cleaning something up, or is it I'm correcting something? Maybe I've been off and the full moon showed me that I had been off. And so yeah, I want y'all just to kind of stay open to a message coming to you at this solstice. It's like being at the full moon, okay? Interestingly, interesting. This is the cards that I'm pulling for the solstice. What is the wisdom of the solstice for us? What is I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, okay. So first thing I mentioned the what I call it. Oh, hold on. Let me look over here at Instagram. Do I have hi Instagram? I want you to know I'm here. I see you. Hello, hello, hello. Instagram. I can't highlight y'all's comments, but I see you, Instagram. Okay. So we have here the wind card. So this is about the mind to a certain degree. It could be social, and it's called balance. So there's something that the solstice wants us to get into balance. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, where are you out of balance? Now I just so happen to know that this card has to do with relationships, and it has to do with making what's the word I want to use? Compromising. Is there something you should be compromising around? I'm curious. Are you being like, you're just like, hey, it's got to be this way and it can't be any other way? Now, in some regards, we do need to have some boundaries. That Saturn being ignited, we definitely need to have boundaries. But I relate this card to the goddess Oshun. And one of the things I'll say about Oshun is she's the energy of being flexible. This is the same energy as Het Haru. It's about how can you be flexible? Where do you need to be more flexible at? Or and that's in relationships. Or the other thing is, where's your life out of balance? And where do you need to bring it into balance? And also, the other thing that I want y'all to understand about this type of energy is, we let's just always remember, I am at first cause. I want you to make that one of your mantra. I'm at first cause. Now, I can't control what other people do to me. I can't control how other people are showing up in my life. But at the end of the day, I get to make choices and decisions for myself. I am at first cause. And so, whatever we find ourselves in, let me not say it that way. A lot of what we find ourselves in is because we have agreed to it. And so I just want you to take time to look at your life to figure out, what are you agreeing to, and do you need to do something new with it, which is the perfect thing to do at the solstice, because the solstice is a time of new beginnings. So that's one thing that I'm going to put out there. What are you agreeing to? Now, the other part, we got one part, I didn't created this. We also have another part, trauma. Okay. And then we got another part, ancestors, ancestral karmic stuff or whatever. I don't want to dismiss that, because modern day teachings around manifestation will just have you feeling like you're a failure, when no, you just got some unhealed trauma. And so that's where I am at first cause comes in. It's like identifying that and finding the help that you need, or agreeing to finding the help and the support that you need to get yourself healed as much as you possibly can. Karma. Sometimes we don't even know we're carrying something ancestral, but we're spiritual women. And so something will bring it up for us. Something, we'll know something is off, and we'll just keep working at it until we can figure it out. That's the I am at first cause when it comes to those kinds of things. Okay. So what do you need to be at first cause at, and agree to something new? at this solstice. I also think that because the sun is conjuncting with Jupiter, it needs to be something about your purpose and the vision. Like, what's your vision for this year? What are you seeking to accomplish this year? And um, if you haven't created that, it's not too late. Do it now. Do it with the solstice, okay? But what is your purpose? Why what are you doing this year? What have you committed to? And, maybe there's something that needs to be shifted in that regard, or maybe there's a relationship that you need some more compromise in order for that to happen. So, interestingly, the next card that I pulled is the regeneration card. The regeneration card. This is actually, well, it's fire, which we know we're dealing with fire right now. So I wasn't surprised to see that. And it's also the mother card. So that mother energy goes with Cancer. And so let's see what she has to say. It sounds like some of us need regeneration. Who needs some regeneration out there? I'm raising my hand. Let me see who needs it in Instagram world. Instagram, do you need some regeneration? If y'all like me on Instagram, I never comment for the most part. Okay. Let's see here. Mother of Fire, regeneration. She has to do with Sagittarius, but let me tell you something. What is Sagittarius? Vision, purpose. It's just like that Jupiter. So the Mother of Fire is the Kundalini goddess of power, the embodiment of regeneration by fire. Whoo! Regeneration by fire. She brings the rising Kundalini force that lights up the cells and transmutes the DNA into purified wholeness. Her flame of renewal brings healing and a new form on earth. She comes to you at this time in your life, when regeneration is needed on your sacred path to wholeness. Open to her restorative fire of primal creation and witness the renewal of your entire being. She will regenerate your vitality and receive your will, returning you to completeness and power. So I guess the solstice is all about renewal, regeneration, and it's all about us standing in our power. I don't know if I said this. It just, when I said that, it made me go back to something that I wanted to say. And that is, I think it's important with us having all this Aries energy. Yeah, you might try to scare me, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be like, F you. Not y'all, the ones that's trying to scare us. I don't know. It's just kind of like, yeah, no, we're going to just have to go toe to that. Some people are dealing with these people personally in their lives too. Don't get me wrong. But that's just what we need to be standing on our business. That's what I see this is about. It's like you are so in touch with the power and the might and the wisdom within you. You're like, what? What? I don't care. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. I'm going to stand on my business. You know what? I do this also. I'm like, I'm standing on my ancestors' business. My ancestors did not go through what they went through for me to be standing up here fearing stuff and buckling and cowering. You can forget that. I'm standing on my business because I'm standing on my ancestors' shoulders. I'm standing on their business. Okay. But she talked about the Kundalini. And so, that Kundalini is this awakening. And it can take you to a place where you can see the world in a whole new way, but it's with this expansive view. It's just like when I read wisdom text, I look at the Odu, I do the readings. It just makes me see the world from a different vantage point. It's almost like when you have that Kundalini rise up, it's transcendent. And it's like you're on the outside looking in and you can see things for what they really are. You're not powerless. That's apparently the solstice is like, baby, I'm bringing the heat and I'm bringing the fire. I'm giving y'all the most daylight you could ever have. And I need you to understand the power and the wisdom that lies within you. But it does come through regeneration. Can't be wearing yourself out. Take that time to rest. Take that time to do things to care for yourself. Come on, y'all. It's Cancer. This card is the mother. All right. So, wow. Okay. I'm going to break and see what y'all are saying. Mhm. This is a do or die time for me, still dragging my feet on cleaning the house, deciding to either stay in this house or move, ready to take small steps to clean house. Now, this is a good time for you, Azizi, as a Virgo and with Mars being in your sign. So this can actually really help you. Okay. This can actually really help you. Good for you. Yeah, this is this if this is a do or die time for you, um, it's matching the energy of the universe, to be honest with you. We literally have an army of ancestors doing things behind the scenes, thousands, if not hundreds. I agree. I think it's thousands. I think it's thousands. Hi, Blue Jay 63. How are you? Yes, in my resting phase. Good for you. Good for you. Debbie got the rest card twice. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Resting is if you want to have energy and power, you got to rest. Um it's it goes back to the balance because if you rest too much, I know sometimes if I stay in the bed too long, I just don't even have energy. And I'm like, why I don't have energy? I've been laying in the bed for hours. Gotta have that balance. Gotta have that balance. Last card is interesting to me. Let me tell you, the solstice is not playing with us. Okay. You know, one of the things that I talked about with Cancer is it can be very nostalgic. But Cancer is, I relate this energy to the energy of Aset, also known as Isis and Yemoja. And this is the kind of energy where it's kind of like, what are you remembering? Are you remembering something that is helpful? Are you stuck in the past? I think it's it might be Odu Irosu. You're stuck in the past and it's like you can't get yourself going. You can't get yourself moving, right? And so I have a remedy that the oracle is giving to us. This is the earth card. It's called failure. It's the failure card. Actually, it's connected to Saturn. This says a majestic tree has withered and died, a thing of beauty never able to thrive and bear fruit. There's a tree and the neighbors that live behind me. No, cat a corner to behind me. I'm just like, but every time I see that dead tree, I'm just like, it's in my oracle deck, so it too has a purpose. In a climate of smog and concrete, the life cycle failed before it could come fully into form. So, I never thought about those words, but I want to say this. In a climate of smog and concrete, what's the smog in your life? What's the concrete that's messing up the roots in your life? There are times in life when relationship cycles and cherished endeavors are aborted, never to come into being, regardless of how much labor and love have nurtured it. Release your attachment to what could have been. Because this is not, they don't relate this to Cancer, but that could be so Cancerian. It could have been this and it could have been that. And, it's just like all this remembering of the past. And, we need to be remembering the wisdom, what the ancestors have, shared with us, the things that make our heart light up and warm us up, that gives us energy to keep going, you know? But instead, what the oracle is indicating that the summer solstice wants us to address is all the things that we are thinking about, that it's like it keeps us stuck because we're thinking about it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times when we have to grieve. There are times when we have to cry and we have to process. Oh, okay. I've lost it. Okay. Bye, Instagram. I lost y'all according to this thing. There are times when we have to go through that process. And, I remember after my mom died, it was just so many memories. And, just there are times when I will think there's so many things in my life that my mother didn't get to see. And it crushes my soul because my mother she was my first goddess. Um, but baby, I can't stay there. That's why I like being a part of this ancestral tradition. I'm like, oh, she was there. She was just in a different form. I can't stay there because it would keep me stuck. So, but we're gonna have to have those moments. So I don't want y'all to feel like if you get in those moments that it's just wrong. But this is more of, that ship is sailed. And I'm still beating myself up for what I did or what I didn't do or time lost. But guess what? We only have right now. So that's what we need to be focused on. And I feel like that's what the oracle wants. Yes, do the healing work. Do the healing work of the past, because that's what it means to be human. If we don't heal that trauma, if we don't make some sense of some stuff, baby, it will be affecting us. And because they're not mutually exclusive, where we can, we want to make sure that we're like, I'm making the most of this moment right here, right now. What can I commit to right here, right now? I don't care how much time I have wasted on whatever it is. What can I do right now and move forward with it? This is one of the things that the oracle is indicating for the solstice. Let me see what y'all have to say. Mhm. Oh, thank you, Blue Jay. I appreciate you, Queen. Let me go back up. Yes, hate the resting, but need it. Hello, Dr. Reliable Jewel. Greetings, Queen. Okay, love your workouts. Yes, get the workouts in. Get the workouts in. I think a lot of people might feel a little extra tired. I'm so happy you said that, because let me see here. Okay, I think let me remove this. Save. Are y'all still here? I hope y'all are. Okay, y'all are. Y'all remember I showed y'all Neptune in Aries. Neptune is the great dissipator. It would dissolve. Okay. It dissolves everything. And so Aries is the energy, the sign of energy and action and let's go. It's like gung ho type of energy, even though it's not a sprinter. Aries is not a sprinter. Leo is actually a sprinting energy. No. Aries is the sprinter, is not a marathoner, is what I meant to say. Leo is the marathon energy. Aries is going to sprint and then it needs rest. Sprint and then it needs rest. Okay. And so we have this big gung ho energy. Let's go with the ocean in it, Neptune. Woo! We're gonna feel a little tired. You will feel a little tired. Yeah. It will dissipate our energy. And then we have Saturn there, and Saturn is constrictive. It's like, okay, just because I could fill your tank up, your gas tank up, should I? Where are you going? You're driving a mile and you need a full tank of gas? No, ma'am. You get a quarter of a tank. You get a quarter of a tank. That's all you get. And then come back when you need more. But don't come back before you're almost on E. Even though Capricorn, this is not Capricorn. Capricorn gonna keep that tank. Capricorn's gonna keep that money. Okay. I don't know if Capricorn's tank is gonna be full. Probably it is, because y'all are planning. But Saturn, it doesn't want people to have too much. It's very restrictive. And so we have two planets that could restrict energy in Aries. So if you feel a little tired, that is to a certain degree, it's just the astrology. I do think that we can get pockets of energy. For me, it may not be the best energy because you can feel frustrated, but there's an Odu called Obara, and I learned from a Babylao. It's called resting and hovering, and so that's what I'm gonna encourage you to do: rest and hover, and then get to work. Work, rest, work, rest. Okay, rest and hover, work, rest and hover, work, and wear colors that give you energy. All righty. Let's see here. Oh, happy birthday. Your birthday's coming up. Happy birthday, Barb. Uh, oh, that's beautiful. Yes, learning about the ancestors. I love that bliss. So good. So good. Have a great meeting, Veronica. Have a great meeting. Yeah. So the goddess that I want you all to be focused on is the mother goddess. Okay. Yemonja, Aset, Isis, Atabi, because that's if I'm wrong, Shannon, tell me, but I think you said Atabi, mother goddess. The mother form of the goddess in all the different versions. Yeah. I would even say Newt and Ma'at, they're kind of motherly, kind of sorta. Anywho, what version of the mother goddess are you going to work with? I think it would be beautiful to make an offering to the goddess at that time, maybe at a body of water, could be ocean, river, lake, whatever. Just go make an offering at the water to the mother goddess during that time. And yeah, turn on music that is connected to the ancestors and anything that has to do with how you can nurture yourself. Um, I even think doing something like a little bit of meditation would be good because you want to get connected to your Kundalini energy. You know, I never thought about this until this moment, but I just remember everybody used to be talking about connecting to Kundalini, connecting to the Kundalini. And I'm just kind of thinking the Kundalini is there. The question, are we accessing it? Okay. Oh, you can work with the chakras because, of course, the Kundalini sits at the base of of the at the base of our spine, and so having our spinal column be nice and clear. So maybe do some yoga because the yogis work on the spinal column on the regular. Do some cats and cows and just all the things you can do to really work that spine. Dambala, is that the name of the dance? Out of no, Yanvalu or Dambala. I think it's Yanvalu is the name of the dance. Out of Haiti. Now that's a good Kundalini dance, in my opinion. Even though I know Kundalini yoga in the past has been a little controversial, I still believe in it. Do some Kundalini yoga I want y'all to come up with a special practice. Now, y'all, we got to include the fire. Have some candles lit. Go to a bonfire or something like that. Start one yourself. Start the little, we have little fire pits if it's safe and if it's not raining. Light that fire pit and just be with the fire. Even though I'm very making it much about the mother because it's Cancer season, it's the solstice. This is fire, okay? And what is the energy of the fire? How is it speaking to you? Well, we already got one fire card, and she said regenerate. Okay, this is what the fire goddess said: do regenerate, step into your power, step into that wisdom that's within you. And some of the ways that we do that is through lighting our candles. And if you can start a campfire or something like that, that would be awesome. Oh, I like that notion. Chakra work should be daily. I don't do chakra work daily, but I'm gonna start. I get that. I get that. That's a good point. Okay. That's good. All right, I'm gonna do one more reading. Um, y'all get ready. I'm doing the African Goddess Rising deck. I know this deck is like, you're gonna put some respect on my name and stop complaining. Cause I'm gonna beat you up every time, Tyra, because you won't stop. Okay, who's speaking to us at the solstice? Come on, come on, come on. Who's speaking? Okay, y'all ready? I'm not gonna even look. I'm gonna turn it down. We're gonna find out at the same time. I don't know. I feel two. One more. Turn it face down. All righty, let's just Yes, it was me. Oh my goddess, thank you for reminding me of that. How did I not mention Pele? I'm so sorry, Pele. Oh. Oh. Work with Pele. Work with Pele with us getting that fire goddess. Work with Pele. Yes. But yes, that's right. The big island where Pele is, when I first got there, it just looked like a lot of tar that was just kind of built up. There was no brown earth that I could see. And that's when I found out, even though that volcano, magma and everything will come down, and when it dries, everything grows out of it. Once we got into the middle of the island, it was lush and beautiful and everything was growing there. That's a good point. That's good. I see you, TJ. I see you. Okay, for our last reading of the day, I am using the African Goddess Rising deck. I told y'all that this oracle said, quit playing, Tyra. Quit playing. Okay, y'all might like this one. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Gangang Sarah, or Gang Sarah, however you want to say it. I say Gangang Sarah because that's how I assume it's said. She is out of Tobago. Shadow goddess Gangang Sarah, the witch of golden, or Gangang Sarah, since she's out of Tobago. Golden Lane blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. I told y'all, we ain't gonna be taking nothing. We're not gonna be cowering down. We're not gonna be scared. It's so funny because it says here, her shadow guidance is, you are scared. You're scared that you're going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. Hey, we're going back to that Saturn card, that Saturn Earth card. There's something about this solstice that's like, we not worried about messing it all up. We're gonna just deal with what we got and move forward. You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back. Stop worrying and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. And I think of that quote by Marianne Williamson. It's like, we ask ourselves, about shining our light. Who am I to do this? And she's like, who are you not to be? The world needs you. The world needs your light, right? So you're resisting the force that you really are. What? No. This solstice is a time to reset this. And it's just like I said, this Saturn energy in Mars. You feel the resistance and you just got to find a way to take one little step, like Azizi said, just one little step. Now I'm going to take the next step. And then I'm going to take the next step. There's often a gift in resistance. There's often a gift in it. We just have to interact with it. I know some days it's like, oh, I know I need to do like last night, I was like, oh, I don't want to work out. I had just worked all day and forgot to exercise. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't exercised. And Craig was like, go exercise. And I was like, don't you tell me what to do. As I walk out in the garage, like, you're making me do this. What is in that resistance for me to working out, right? What's the gift in it? The gift is when I exercise and I don't want to, I always end up like, I feel amazing. I feel good. Oh, that felt so good. That was so fun. There's a gift in that resistance. There's a gift in that resistance. Okay. Woo. I like this last one. This last one is live out loud. Yasiji, live out loud. All right, baby, live out loud. Woo! Live out loud. That's the opposite of this. We're not living out loud with Gang Gang Sarah, or Gang Gang Sarah is like telling us we're not living out loud. Because baby, she living, look at her. She living her best life. She is like, y'all tripping. You got this resistance. What you need to do is live out loud. All right. Okay. Let me get to this page. 31. Ooh, this is interesting. I was listening to this Baba talk about his DNA. He's all in the E5. Turned out he got 1% Nigerian. I think it's like 10% blood from Mali. He's Cuban. And so it made him like, oh, I'm connected to the Dogon people. I'm like, see, this is why I'm like, you better find out who all your ancestors are and tap into all that richness, baby. So Yasiji from the Dogon people of Mali, West Africa. She's also a water. She's associated with water. It says Yasiji has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the very first Yasigni. The Yasignis are women. Check this out. The Yasignis are women empowered. You hear that word? Empowered to participate in the mass dances. I was watching a video about the ancestors in Yoruba land, and it's only men. So look at this, the Yasigni, all right? They're empowered to participate. So her guidance, express yourself. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You are not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. For introverts, introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for their loved ones. But just know, I am free to express myself fully. You know, I don't always think about Shakespeare, but y'all, we got to give it to him. A Midnight Summer's Dream, baby. I think some of us need to get a little bit loose. I think some of us need to be a little bit free with this energy. A midnight summer dream. Rawr. All right. I didn't give y'all Gang Sarah's affirmation. Her goddess declaration is, this is me. I show up. This is me. There's a song. I bet TJ knows it. This is me. Yeah. Do you know that one? I love that song so much. It's from a movie. What's the name of this song? This is me. This is me song. From The Greatest Showman. I've never even watched the movie. But I love that song. This is me. So that's something I want y'all to play. I'm gonna get this link. What no, it's making me upset. I want y'all to listen to this song. This is one of my favorite songs on the face. Oh, it's on my. Let me get that for y'all. Have y'all been listening to my playlist? I got a playlist that I put out, and I took the time to put the playlist in a blog post and give you commentary about everything. Where's my little playlist? DJ Tirra in the house. Okay, so I gave y'all the song. I want y'all to listen to that song at the solstice. And then it's this song on here. Oh, it's about to be on here. I just thought about it. It's not on this playlist. It will be added. Let me show y'all my playlist. It's on my website. And also, if you want to listen to it on YouTube, I put the full playlist there. There's some more songs I actually do need to add here. But yeah, I took all the songs, put them here on the playlist. I created this playlist in December on a trip home to Mississippi. And it just connects to the energy of 2025. I was like, we need some music to get us through this time. So this is the playlist. And this song right here, I never heard it before. That song is the jam. Azizi, do you know that? It seems like something that you might would know. But yeah, get your playlist so that you can look at the Eye of the Tiger, baby. Do we not need Eye of the Tiger? What a feeling. Flash dance. Oh my gosh. Seeing is believing. Oh my goodness. Yes. Anywho, yeah, that's the playlist. But this is me. I need to put that on there because it's a song that's about, I'm assuming the movie, I don't know what the movie's about. Let me not make any assumption. But that song, you could tell, is a bunch of people who feel like they're freaks of nature or treated like they're freaks of nature. And they're just like, you know what? No, I'm not. This is me. Baby, that's us right now with this energy in Aries. We still have Chiron there, which is the wounded healer. That is a this is me type of situation. This is me. Live out loud. How much out loud can you live at the solstice and just be like, this is just me, baby. This is just me. Oh, don't even worry about it, girl. It was a song. I pointed out a song. So yeah, that's what I have for y'all this week. Thank y'all so much. And I'm going to turn, one last thing, if y'all don't mind me reminding you to, let's see here, join the Free Your Menopause Summit. And if you weren't here at the beginning, guess whose episode got released today? Yours truly. Yours truly. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you're like at the beginning of perimenopause, if you're already on the other side of perimenopause, you're fully a menopausal woman. This is for you. Or if you're a younger lady and you're just curious and you want to hear a whole bunch of wisdom that may not be there yet, because this is the summit. So I don't know what Lisa's going to do with all the recordings, but yeah, I just encourage you to listen in advance. Listen in advance. But yeah, the link in the description box will get you signed up. And I'm giving out my Crowned in Menopause Oracle deck. It's printable. It's printable. I wish I had a hard copy of those, but anywho, I don't. Let's see here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go on ahead and run. And yeah, I will be posting in the Soul Alchemy circle soon for the ladies who are there. And if you're in my Mighty Networks, I'm getting back to that. I just got thrown off a little bit. It's like when you start doing something new, you got to get settled in it. And I'm like, I miss posting and sharing with my Mighty Networks community and posting on, the socials and everything. So I'm grounded. Thank you, Mars and Virgo. I'm grounded, and we'll be getting back to all of that. So thank y'all so much for being here. I love you. I send you so much love and hope and optimism and fun and dreams. I send you so much good energy. May the blessings of the mother be up and ancestors be upon you now and always. Giving thanks to the ancestors. Thank you for living that we may live on, that we can stand on your shoulders. We just give you thanks. Agun, happy Juneteenth, everybody. Happy solstice. Happy Litha. Happy Cancer season. Let's do a little fun. Okay. Because that's what we do too. Spirituality. Come on, let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance. Hey, hey. I want y'all to have a great week. Come on. Thank y'all for being here. Are y'all dancing? Huh? Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Yes, have a great day. Thank y'all for being here. Happy All Holidays. Hey. I'm gonna go to Brazil, y'all. Hey. Yes, remember. All right, y'all. I'm gonna dance a little bit more. Those who want to hang around. Then I'm gonna get off. Hey, love y'all. Take care.